Hi there. A lot of students have been calling me and sending me messages about the counseling process of CLAT 2020. The results were uploaded, individual scores and ranks were put up yesterday on 5th of October 2020. And today at, I think, 9 in the morning, as per the schedule, the consortium sent out messages and emails to those who have been invited. And since that, a lot of students are asking me on how the process is going to go. So guys, CLAT 2020 on the official website, there's a complete document, PDF, which takes you through the counseling process. All you have to do is read this, right? I'll explain to you in general, but I would strongly recommend that you read this particular document yourself to understand how it works. So I've been given to believe that 5 to 6 times the number of actual seats is the number of invites that have been sent in. So if there are 2,000 seats, I think till 10,000 to 12,000 students may have been sent the invite. That does not mean that if you have been sent an invite for registration, you will get a seat for sure. No. It's only that they expect the seats to be filled in within these numbers. Realistically speaking, the ranks will fill in the first couple of thousand till 2000, 2500, right? Barring those few students who might drop out of the process and go to some other institute. So even if you have got an invite, there is no guarantee about 60 to 80% of the candidates will not be getting the NLU of their choice. So this is how the counseling process is going to work. You would have already received the invite to register. So you have to log into your CLAT account and register. So here, for the first time, I think they are giving you the opportunity of updating your NLU preferences. So a lot of students had previously asked whether they would be allowed to change, and my answer was no, because till 2019 it was locked. But this year apparently they are allowing you to change your NLU preferences, right? So and here they are allowing you to select only those NLUs interested. You're not required to fill in all 22, but the candidates are strongly advised by the consortium to give minimum 5 preferences. And I would also recommend that if you're willing to take that NLU, fill it in. So if you are willing to take any of the NLUs, then fill all the 22. There's no harm in that, right? Remember, if the preferences are not updated, then whatever previous preference list you had given, only that will be considered. Once you have submitted it, updating of preference is not possible. And if you have only filled in a few NLUs, then you will be considered only for those NLUs. Even if you're eligible for an NLU which is not on your list, then you will not get that seat. So, guys, remember, if you have not put that NLU as part of your preference list, then whatever your score is, you will not be considered. So, if you want to be considered for any of the NLUs, make sure you update it in your preference list. Now, the second part is you have to make a payment of 50,000 rupees, right? And this is again through the official website. Don't wait till the last moment. Make the payment as soon as possible, right? Because only when you have successfully completed the payment, then you will be allotted a seat. So if you do not make the payment now, you will not be considered any further. You're out of the selection process. And again, they have said that registration for counseling is no guarantee. So just because you have paid 50,000 does not mean that you are going to get a seat. It only means they will consider you if a seat is available. So in case candidates who have not received invite for counseling in first round may be called in case of vacancies. They are saying in case they are not able to fill seats in any category, then they might give you a call. Although the possibility of this happening, according to me, is very low. Now, after the first part is over, after you have done payment of 50,000, the first provisional seat allotment list will be given. So guys, again I repeat, if you have paid the 50,000 for the counseling, only then your name will be considered, else you will be taken out of consideration. For those who have been allotted a seat in the first list, if you are happy with the seat and you want it, you don't want any change, simply lock the seat. At this point, you will have to upload whatever documents are required, which they will specify, and the remaining fees has to be paid. In case you want a better NLU in your preference list than what is given, supposing you're given your second choice, and you have a hope that you may get your first choice, then in this round you can opt for upgradation, but you will have to make the payment of the fees to whichever university was already allotted. So, in case you are eligible for upgradation and it is available, you will be given. If you do not take the first university given to you, then you will not be considered for upgradation. Right? See, guys, carefully it is given. Candidate who has been allotted a seat and has not paid the fees or not uploaded the document will not be eligible for admission. So, you have to be very careful on this. Right? Now, in case you are not happy with the seat allotted and you no longer want to continue with the process, then you have the option of exiting from the CLAT process. Now, guys, if you exit from the CLAT process, that is, you voluntarily say, no, I don't want any seat now, you will lose your currently allotted seat, right? You will lose the seat which has already been allotted. If you do not exercise any of these three options, it means you are not interested in admission. So your seat will be taken away. You will not be considered in any of the other lists. Now, once the first round is over and all the seats are filled in and admission processes are done, a second list will be now given, and candidates who are allotted seats for the first time in the second list will again either accept, apply for upgrade, or exit from the process, the same as in first round. Again, read the details carefully. And then after this is over, they will have a third and final provisional list. So this process is going to be repeated 3 times. And there's no upgrade option in the third list, right? You either accept it or you exit the process. Regarding the refund policy, if you have participated in the 3 lists but did not get a seat, then the total amount of 50,000 will be refunded without deduction. If you choose to exit the counseling process, or you are given a seat but you don't accept it, then 40,000 only will be refunded. If you are ineligible on the basis of documents submitted, again then only 40,000 will be refunded, right? Now, what documents are required? You are required to keep these documents ready. The list is provided for the UG program, right? I'm not going to read it out, but be very careful. Read all these things. As far as I know, the character certificate or conduct certificate is something allotted by your school, right? Transfer migration certificate may be based on college or university. So please check out these things. The payment fees and other things are also given here. The tentative schedule is given. So by October 7th, you have to complete the payment. By October 9th, first list, 9th and 10th to accept, upgrade, or exit. Second list will be out on 11th October. Again, payment process 11th, 12th. Third list will be out on 14th, and 14th to 15th, the third list completion, right? So keep checking the official CLAT Consortium website. Keep checking your registered email ID, SMS for any information on this. Please read all the documents very carefully, and please do it very quickly. Don't wait for the last moment, because this time they are allotting very little time for the entire process. So till then, wish you all the best.